The 5 things to keep in mind when hiring your first employees. For months, you've been steering a lone ship. You've controlled everything to try to together with your startup, and burnt the hour oil to form it work. Now, all that effort has paid off. As a result of you would like your first worker to assist your company grow. It's associate degree exciting. Nevertheless nerve cacophonous moment, and one that brings with it an entire new set of red tape as well as legal obligations, expenses and liabilities. Hiring your first employees. Why it's important. Hiring your first worker is going to enhance your staff, to do with new skills and advancement of knowledge. On the other hand, hiring your first worker may prove to be risky and unattainable for a whole range of reasons. You may not know in which way your company should be structured, whether you can perform the tasks that'll fall within your hand, or you should not possess the competence to execute it all. The recent past, 5 years, has brought forth a new set of circumstances that has added on to this aspect, and many small business owners have to rethink this aspect. Whatever has managed to be stressful, however, now adds on to an extreme degree of uncertainty. So what is to be done? How to conduct the interview process if you are confronted with such a situation. As the first company in the market, you'll need to understand where to begin with things. Below, we have provided you with 5 solid steps to develop a selection process, starting with a discussion about how you can expect the duties. When getting to this point, you must also focus on important questions which will be essential for your business to run. However, on the off chance that you need any more convincing, here's a straightforward example to provide a better understanding of the processes. Question number 1. Does the candidate possess the profession, qualifications and experiences that enable him or her to function at the highest level? Question number 2. Is the candidate financially capable and have reasonable benefits? The reasons employees quit being able to hire a valuable employee for your new firm is a real dilemma that concerns most business owners. You certainly desire to discover an employee that can help you with better communication, generosity, honesty, autonomy, a particular skills set, or enhance your efforts, not to mention increased your company's levels of customer service. For those who have previously dealt with the ability to hire a best employee for your startup, you've probably recognized that the hunt for employee remains a real dilemma, as well as an enormous strain. You're actively trying to ensure that you have adequate amount of funds to support your business expansion. You're making actuality resources available to employees, such as tools and home services. Managing your employees. No sooner do you see an employee on your payroll, the process starts checking your workplace security on your employee liability claim, starting legal and administrative staff paperwork, etc. The more companies, the more employees, and the more employees that are self-entitled to their rights and entitlements, often as they're classified employees rather than enterprise staff. So, for any startup with a new workforce, it can come with so many points to consider for its managing the first year. This data gathering exercise is of utmost importance when you just have 1 employee, even as you go to 2, 3, or as you grow to 5 or more. Handling red tape. You've got to prepare for this, and do some reconfiguration so that your legal obligations to your new employees are kept as flexible as possible. Each state and city has its own specific set of rules and regulations. Each state has a set of laws. For instance, in New York you have to write a cover letter and offer an employment contract. Here, you may wish to have one that complies with California. Whenever you want to carry on an employment relationship in Virginia, you need to send a resume or another official document to a system administrator, depending on the state. If you want to locate out in case your new recruit is no longer a legal resident of the state, you've got to start every legal process in that state. Conclusion: the major issue for having an employee is creating the structure within the company that she needs. So, these are the 5 major issues one must comprehend before hiring his first employee. 5. Be certain your new employee has a grasp on the entire corporate structure. Do you need 1 or 2 workers? Are they extra willy-nilly, or does the structure have some requirements? Can 1 worker carry out the work of 2? Does the structure want a staff of 3, and are you capable of withholding workers? Look after your structure's requirements before hiring a new member of your team. You could face costly lawsuits or holdups with regulators if you don't maintain the proper regulations. 4.